Hi everyone, Sean here from Halpin Partners with a bit of a different theme today. We've all been hearing and seeing lots about the property market since the onset of the COVID pandemic. Now initially we were all worried the property market was going to crash along with the national economy in a broad recession. And what we're reading in the paper and hearing on the grapevine is the opposite. Property prices are booming across many parts of the country and apparently also booming here in Cairns after several, quite flat and often tough years for the property market. So I thought rather than just reading about it in the paper or, hearing about it on the Bush Telegraph, thought why don't we talk to someone who really knows what's happening on the ground so we can find out what is happening in the property market in Cairns. And so I'm joined today by Alexi from Cairns' leading real estate agency, Toomey Schreiber. Alexi, mate, thanks for dropping by.
No problems. Thank you for having me.
Mate, so tell me, we're hearing properties are, really moving in Cairns. Prices are up.
Yeah.
Mate? Is it true? What's happening on the ground?
Mate, absolutely. It's been a bit of a surprise for us. Come September, October last year, we started to see a steady increase in the marketplace, which we were quite surprised about, and essentially coming into January, February this year, massive sort of spikes coming in, lots of interstaters moving up to Cairns because of the lockdowns, which was again another huge surprise for us. And at the moment, prices are just out of control. Inquiries are out of control. We're probably seeing between 5 and 10% of interstaters moving to Cairns. Now there's probably 30 to 40%. So there's been a massive increase in that. Obviously with the crunch and with the amount of properties out there and the increase in buyer sort of inquiry, we're seeing that, it's just a fight at every property. There's multiple offers. It's just absolutely insane, which is really, really good. We obviously hadn't seen this sort of market since 08, 09. And we've, only really seen 3 or 4% up or 3 or 4% down over the years. Properties, lasting on the market for, a month, 2 months, 3 months. Now, most properties are probably selling within sort of 30 days. The lower end probably in the first week or two. Whereas if you're looking probably 800 plus, 700 or 800 plus, it could take 2 weeks or more. But it all just depends on the position of the property, what suburb it's in. So all those things make a huge difference. But yeah, it's a great market at the moment.
So days on market used to be around the 45 to 60 days. So that's
correct.
Come back sub 30s?
Yep, massively. Yep.
And someone said to me, even after the initial boost last year, so September, October period, even since then, property prices have probably gone another 10 or 15%.
Yes,
is that right?
Absolutely, mate. What we're tending to do is putting, our strategy in some instances is doing an offers over approach on properties, because we just don't know essentially where to price the properties exactly. It's just because people are missing out. So when it comes to launching the property and getting it on the market, people are putting their best foot forward. We're getting 5 or 6 offers and they're just fighting over the property. So so there's just, it's a fear of loss for these guys that have missed out on 2 or 3 properties and they're coming to their 4th or 5th, contract or offer, and they're just going, no, I don't want to miss out. This is it. I just want to buy this property. I'm emotionally attached. So
so we're 12 months into this good run. Then Sydney and Melbourne in lockdown and have been in Sydney for a long time now. Are we starting? Is it coming off or is it still going?
No, absolutely not. Since on Saturday, I had 2 open homes, which just blew me out of the water with the results. 58 Cassawarri got a price that we never ever thought we could basically get, and then another property in Brinsmead, which I ended up having 6 offers on. We had offers over $599. We've got quite a lot more. I can't disclose the price at this stage, but it's absolutely insane. What we're tending to do is trying to do a lot of virtual and floor plans for those people down south who can't actually come up at the moment. So that's still obviously keeping the market up and running. So that's just a different sort of aspect to our marketing, just to try and keep everything going.
Well, mate, it's great to hear that the good news we're hearing in the press is actually happening.
It is, certainly.
Mate, and while you're here, I just thought I'd pick your brain on a few other things. So look, if you're looking to sell your property in Cairns at the moment, what sort of tips can you give people looking to sell?
Price, getting that within a certain price range, obviously. We don't know exactly where it's priced, the properties, but using an offers over or a best buy date is essential. That will give you a bit of an idea after a couple of weeks as to where your property is located in the marketplace. Your presentation's key, obviously, because you only get one shot at it, and your promotion again is trying to get your property out to as many buyers as possible. Realestate.com domain, which isn't big up here but huge down south. Your photos, your floor plan, your signboard, all those things. Don't take any shortcuts on it, because essentially you want to get it in the best light out to as many buyers as possible to get all those offers.
Okay. What about buyers? So I guess a couple of years ago, buyers sort of held the whip hand and sellers. It seems to have turned around a bit. So what about buyers, mate? Looking for a property, what are the sort of things you should be doing?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a very, very different market. We hold the cards now to a certain degree, which is great. Look, buyers, to buyers, put your best foot forward. If you think you love the property, or you think there's a chance that you can see yourself living in it, and you sit in 20, 30 groups at the open, you're probably going to get 5, 6 offers that you're going to be competing against. So put your best foot forward. There's just no doubt about that.
Okay.
As far as your price, the owners might not come back with a counter offer, so just be aware of that.
Okay. And then finally, so for investors and people looking to buy an investment property in Cairns at the moment, have you got any tips for them, areas to buy, things you're seeing, successful investors doing?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, there's obviously certain suburbs in Cairns, but that hasn't sort of been narrowed down to anything at the moment, because everywhere's going crazy. To be honest, the rental market's around sort of 1 to 1.5% in some instances.
Mm-hmm.
It's just fantastic out there. And look, if you're sort of you're a southerner trying to get into the market up here, obviously prices are a lot lower. Rental yields are pretty decent. I would say invest up here for sure.
Yeah, beauty. All right, Alexi, thanks for coming by, mate.
No worries.
Might try and get you back in a few months, and hopefully the market's still going strong, huh?
Yep, absolutely. Thank you for having me.
No.
And
Very good.
look forward to coming back.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you.